Gigi, I've decided not to leave this town. Maybe I can stay and find some other nice people who will like me and accept me for who I am.
Trusting your spirit, yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Alright, and we're starting the stream as always. It is your host, your boy, your friend, your confidant, Arachnid Soul, setting up the mods here. I think that's good. What's going on, Arbo? Nice to see you again in chat. This is more so just what I do in my off time than even a stream. Sitting around, listening to Little Donna Summer, playing some Slay the Spire. Let's take this course. Have you played this before? Might have to adjust the sound. This game's incredible. Yeah, not much. It's been a good week of stream. I keep forgetting, oh, you're supposed to be talking, you're streaming. It's been a cool week of streaming, the first week that I've had. And I posted that about 3 videos from the Monday stream. You've never tried this game? Okay, beautiful. Let me adjust the audio real quick. Have you ever listened to Donna Summer? So basically, this is a card game where you pick a character. So I've picked the Acid Woman. This is heavily modded, by the way. And these are the bad guys. So I can tell what this guy's gonna do. It says this enemy intends to inflict a negative effect on you. I don't know what it is, but he's not gonna do any damage, so I'm just gonna attack him. You see his health there. By the way, this is my points, my turn points, like my action points. So I've got 3 this round. This card's 0. This is a 5 out of 5 game right here. I sound like Tony Schiavone? I've always been more of a Mike Tenay guy. But anyway, so I'm slowly gonna damage this guy and I'll probably go with the 5 block. The cards tell you exactly what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, no, we're not messing around here. This is Donna Summer. This is how we do it. That's why this stream is special, because I can't post it afterwards. I'll get a copyright strike. Some more damage there. Does your brother mean that I sound like Tony Schiavone when I do commentary, my style, or does he think my voice sounds like Tony Schiavone's? So now we see here that he's gonna attack me for 8, because he's got this 8 over his head with the sword. So I'm gonna kill him so I don't need to defend myself, but defense is the first thing you want to do on this game. So this gives me 3 block. So now you see I've got a 3 block here, which means if this guy attacks me, he's only gonna do 5 damage, because 8 minus 3 is gonna be 5. But I've got this card here that applies 1 weak. So you see he's going to do 8 damage unless I hit him with this card. Now he's only going to do 6 damage. But I can kill him already because he's got 2 health here. And I'm going to deal 6 damage. So that's the end of the round. Now I get a little bit of gold because there's going to be a store coming up at some point. You get a random potion which allows me to draw 3 cards. So the potion's going to go up here. And when I need it, I'll use it. And this is one of the cool aspects of this game. Now I get to pick what I'm gonna have going forward. Which one of these cards? Gain 5 block, and the block is not removed at the start of my turn. So you saw how I just had the block before. At the beginning of the next turn, that goes away. So what this is saying is that any block that isn't used to defend myself will carry over. So I'm gonna go with that. Oh, my voice when I do commentary. Yeah, my commentary style is very much, mostly like I said, Mike Tenay, some Joey Styles, some Schiavone. So I can see this guy's not going to damage me at all, but he's got 52 health. And it says the enemy intends to use a buff. That's also cool about this game, it lets you know basically what they're going to do, so you can prepare for it. So this card will give me the 5 block that, and this will be permanent for this whole round, for this whole match against this guy. So I'm going to use that as a buff. Don't need to apply weak because he's not going to hit me. Don't need to gain block because he's not going to hit me. I see I've got a damage card here. So now we start chopping him down. This will allow me to gain 8 block, and since 5 block carries over, that means I'll start the next round with 5 block. So I will use that. It does tell me I have to discard a card. So boom, discard that. Don't need to use this. I actually should have used this before I attacked him, but we'll just use it to use it. And actually that rock match that I had will be posted on Fight Night's Finest YouTube channel tomorrow. I decided to give that one to him because it was so good. So we can see he intends to damage me for, or attack me for 6, but I have 13 blocks, so that's not going to phase me. This is the Donna Summer on the radio album, the extended cut. People don't know about this. You retain damage throughout the row. Throughout the round, I'm guessing. What do you mean exactly? Like, if my health goes down, then it goes down, and it doesn't come back. So I've basically got to run the rack and go through all these matches and keep my health up, if that's what you mean. So this doesn't refresh every round. So now this will stack with the other cards. So before, how I was able to gain 5 block, now I'll be able to gain 10 block and hold on to it. And that's all I'm gonna do. Boom. I have to discard a card. Yeah, after the fight, my health doesn't come back. So I've got to run through all these enemies and I can't die at all. Because once I die, it's game over. You only get 1 life in this. Which is also what makes this game so amazing. Still got 9 block left. He's going to attack for 12, so that means I need 3 block unless... Boom. Hit him with this, deal 3 damage, but it applies 1 weak. So he's got 12 damage he's going to do. Watch that go down. Now he's down to 9 damage, which means these will cancel one another out. So I don't have to worry about stacking any more block. But since I have a point left here, I might as well gain 5 block. And I know this guy's gonna hate me, but this card keeps coming up. Like, I basically only have so many cards in my deck, so... You know, they keep getting reshuffled when I run through them, so that's gonna keep coming in. I need to finish them off, though, because... As you can see, I've only got 5 block here. I can only get up to 10 block if I use this, but he's gonna do 15 damage. But since he only has 10 health left, I can run 2 of these strike cards down to 4 health. This card will do 6 damage. This is just an incredible strategy game. I'm usually not even into card games, like I don't play Hearthstone or anything, but this is phenomenal. Gain 4 block, next turn gain 4 block. That's a good card. And you also look at this. So it's only going to take me 1 point to use this. This second card, apply 2 weak, gain 11 block. It's a good card, but it's going to take 2 points. I'm going to go with this first one. Always play defensively first. And all these different enemies, they have different ways that they act. And after a while, you kind of get used to them. Since there's 2 guys here, we know that this is gonna stack the 7 and the 5, so we need to protect ourselves. Gain 4 block. Let's see here, I'm gonna apply some weak hair to this guy. So now they're gonna do a combined total of 10 damage. Gain 4 block. Next round gain 4 block, which means I'll get 4 block now from this. And also at the beginning of the next round I'll get 4 block, which might come in handy. So I've got 4 block now, they're going to do 10 damage. Up to 9 block. There we go. Always protect yourself first. It's better to have a whole turn where you don't take damage as opposed to having a turn where you damage them if you have to make the choice. Alright, looks like more of the same. Let's see here. Gain 8 block, but I have to discard 1 card. And I'm gonna discard... I've already got the 12 here, and I've got the 12 block, so I don't need this block. Gain 5 block, okay. And the block won't be removed, so it carries over. We'll go with that. And we actually will hit this guy. Yep, exactly. Protect your neck. Anyway, tell your brother, you know, I take that as a compliment. You know, at least he didn't compare me to somebody like Michael Cole. The thing I've always heard people say is, oh, you're better than Michael Cole. I'm like, that's... I know they mean it as a compliment, but... That's a pretty low bar. Alright, and we'll start working on this guy. We don't need to protect ourselves, but we'll use it anyway. And after a while, you kind of, just by looking at the pictures on the cards, figure out what the cards do. So you don't have to read them. We'll damage him. So now he's down to 6 damage. Gain 5 block, we will use that. That's 10 block, and then we'll kill him now anyway. Boom, end of the round. And as you can see, my health goes up a little bit after every round because I've got the mod, but with the original one, without the mod, your health just stays the same. Let's add a card. This can be a cool card. At the end of your turn, retain up to 1 turn. So at the end of your turn, it allows you to pick a card that you will start with in your hand the next round. But I like this one too. Deal 4 damage to all enemies twice, so that's 8 damage. Little last dance. Donna Summers coming at you on a Thursday. This is my girl right here. We're gonna go with that one. Yeah, they mean it as a compliment, but I don't know, man. He was just so, like, I don't want to say corny, but just like his voice, to be honest with you. I'll be on YouTube and I'll see some match and it's like the Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio or something. I'm like, I can't believe I haven't seen that. Why haven't I watched that? And then I hit play on it and I hear Michael Cole. I'm like, oh my god. I like Lawler and King. I like Taz. Not Lawler and King. Lawler and JR. Taz is good. Let's weaken some of these people. We have 3 left. 5 block there. $15. So we should retain 2 block after this. The other thing about this game is it will teach you basic math skills. Like, this would be a great thing to give a little kid because they'd have fun playing it and they'd learn some basic math. Gain 4 block, and next turn gain 4 block. So that's good. That takes us up to 6. Up to 11, and we will go after I tend to want to reduce the amount of enemies more than anything. So like this guy's 37 out of 40. He'll be here a while. This guy's 10 out of 10. So we can get rid of him soon. And you also see that he has a defensive shield of his own. So if I attacked him, the first thing that's going to go is the shield. And once I break the shield down, then his actual health is going to go down. I believe Donna made a couple of dollars with this song. So I heard this song playing at random things growing up, school dances. Nobody's gonna attack me, but look at this. So since this is gonna do 8 damage, this will both kill this guy, the little guy, and it's gonna break down this guy's shield and take him to 34 health. Now that we got him down, we're gonna stay on him. Gain 5 block, block not removed. Yes, we will take that. And this is my favorite character to play. The other thing is, there's a bunch of different characters. Like this is an acid person, even though I haven't unlocked any acid yet. But there's, I think, 8 different characters you can play by default, and then people have added all sorts of creative characters in the Steam Workshop. Like, I think you can play this as Pikachu the Pokemon. Alright, so I've got my shield covered, because he's only going to do 7, so let's work on breaking him down. Gain that block just to gain it. Tonight. There was a time where I worked at a flower nursery. I was doing accounting at the flower nursery. And the guy that owned the place was a gay guy, and he had every Donna Summer, Madonna, Sonny and Cher album. 16, we'll discard that. And so it was basically hanging out at that job that, you know, I got into Donna Summer and Dean Martin. I mean, he was an older guy, so a bunch of older stuff, but I still listen to it. Let me know if anybody's still in chat, because if not, I'm just gonna stop talking for a while. Discard 3 cards, gain 2 of those. 6 strength this turn. That's a good card. All enemies lose 6 strength. Yeah, we're here to fight. We're not here for the story. 6 and 6. Apply 1 week, so now that's 10. How long have we been on? I think about 25 minutes at this point. Damn, I wanted to use this, but they're not going to attack, so there's no point. We just have all blocks. Okay, look at your boy. 26 minutes, your boy's only a minute off? That technique, that skill? Okay, no problem. Yeah, take the dog out. Try to make sure he does his business quick so you can make it back to see me fight the boss in about 8 minutes, 10 minutes, I'd say. Huh. Gain 5 block. I'm actually gonna get hit here. That's alright. So I lost a little bit of health, not the end of the world, because we're about to win this anyway. 12 gold, speed potion, gain 5 dexterity. At the end of your turn, lose 5 dexterity. Alright. Got an empty slot. That's a slice, that's a 0. Yeah. The shivs are cards that you can play that don't do that much damage, but they're free to use. So now I can either rest to get some health back, which I'm not going to because I'm only 4 health down from my max, or I can smith, which will let me pick a card to upgrade. Nah, that's only 6 damage. It lets you preview the cards too. Deal 3 damage. Deal 4 damage, apply 2 weak. That's a good card. Yeah, I'm going with this. Gain 6 block this turn and next turn, up from 4. You know what? Let's fight we'll fight a boss right now. A semi-boss. Gain 6 block. So here's the shiv. Only does 4 damage, but still better than nothing. I heard some cover of this song that was in some Middle Eastern language, and when it came on it sounded a little bit different, hot stuff, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm feeling this, and then I couldn't understand the words, but the remix is great. Like, it's this exact song, but it's this chick with this great voice singing in Farsi or some other language. Yeah, let's go with the block. He's not going to attack, so we don't need to use this card. Let's go ahead and attack this young man. We just continue to break him down. One of the semi-bosses. To anyone just joining in the chat room, it's your boy, your host, your friend, your mate, Arachnid Soul, who's basically streaming. What are these? This attack has been obscured. He's gonna do 9 damage. Let's see here. Just gonna protect myself then. This isn't gonna do anything, right? Except I don't know. Boom. Get rid of that. Let's see what this did. Oh, it hit him somehow. Alright. But this is usually what I do when I'm not streaming. I'd be playing something like this. Put on the best of Donna Summers. I told the story a couple of minutes ago of how I was working at this flower nursery. And there was an older guy there that was my boss, and he did not convert over to CDs or... Not over to CDs, he converted over to CDs, and that was the last audio technology. He didn't convert over to MP3s. So basically every day there, He had Patsy Cline, he had Sonny and Cher, he had Madonna. So I'm like, alright, I'll just listen to all of this. It was all music that I really didn't listen to before. Boom. 8 damage. Just listen to this. This is Bad Girl. See, all of these songs by Donna Summer either talk about some chick that's bad, or half the songs are Donna's trying to get, like, laid and she can't. Which is insane, because if you look up young Donna Summers, I mean, she doesn't look like somebody who'd have any problems. I see Urbo's back. I guess the dog went quickly. This is a semi-boss that I'm fighting. Because I decided, you know what, we're streaming here. People don't want to hear the storyline and all that. I'm just going in, I'm fighting people. 19, that means he's gonna hit me. 3 block. Takes us up to 9. 17, he's gonna hit me for 2 no matter what. But that's alright. We don't mind. And you know, the thing about Donna Summer too is you listen to the lyrics, she makes clear in every song exactly what the song's about. Bad girl talking about the sad girl. Sad girl talking about the bad girl. Friday night, the strip is hot. Sun's gone down, it's about to drop. Spirits high. Do you want to get down? Let's see here. Oh, he's giving you those cute eyes. Very nice. This is always a very 420 friendly stream and channel. Roll them up out there if you've got them. I'm under the influence of 2 other substances that a lot of people have not even heard of. One of them is kratom, which comes from Thailand. They call it kratom here. It's a coffee leaf, or it's kin to a coffee leaf. They roll it up, and then they dry it. They grind it up. It turns into a powder, and then you basically put it in capsules and drink it, or, you know, if you're me, you mix it with green tea and drink it. I mix it with some green tea, and then I put the green tea in a blender with some frozen mango and pureed it and put a little lime juice in there just to cut down on that sweetness, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I've had the kratom, and I also had kava, which is a root that comes from Polynesia. Both of these things are great at treating anxiety and depression. If you have high amounts, then they treat insomnia. They have the same effect that like a strong cannabis indica would have. But yeah, I feel great. And the other thing is the kratom is a tremendous painkiller, so your boy got a little fancy at the gym the other day and kind of torqued his shoulder, so that's been nice because it's feeling a little bit better. Dim all the lights tonight because it's all the way. What do you think she's talking about? She's telling the dude, listen, if you come over, I don't care if you quit it after, I don't care anything, but you're gonna hit it, dude, tonight. This is it. This is the last song they should be playing at a prom. You listen to the lyrics in this song, she's letting you know what's going down. It's a lock. Dim all the lights, sweet honey, because tonight it's you and me. Come on. So that gives me the free Shiv card, which 0 action points to use it, and it's gonna do 4 damage. I'm gonna be honest with you, the edibles are strong, but they're unpredictable. I can't tell you how many times I've given up on edibles, and you hear the story about people give up and then they have more. I've given up on them to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm just sitting around on a Saturday. I had these edibles. They don't feel like doing anything. Let me go out. And about 3 hours later, some of the time, those edibles hit. I would say the middle ground is to get yourself, I don't know where you live if it's legal. So if it's legal where you live, you can find this. If not, then you might have to go to edibles. Get yourself a nice cannabis vape pen with the battery and the cartridge with the oil in it. That chick just got arrested for in Russia, Brittany Grinder. Did you see this? Did you see the sleight of hand that Joe Biden played there? Creepy Joe? And I don't mean Creepy Joe like I'm a Republican. I dislike Joe Biden as much as I dislike Trump. You know, both these guys are bought and paid for, but not to get political, but you saw Joe Biden and you saw the rest of the country, and Brittany should never been in prison. That's a completely nonsense thing to be locked up for. They brought this woman back from Russia, and for like 6 months, they talk trash about this Russian system and how bad they are to lock her up for cannabis. They spent resources, the media, the hearts, the minds, the soul of the public to get her back, rightfully so. Meanwhile, how many people, especially people of color, are incarcerated right now in this country for non-violent cannabis arrests? And we didn't hear a boo from Joe Biden about that. No, he supports the war on drugs. So yeah, I picked up on that little PR stunt there. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. Oh, you're in Montreal. Yeah, I remember that screw job. I was hot that night. Talking about that, actually a week from tomorrow, Fight Night doesn't even know this. I'm gonna start posting videos on his channel, like wrestling videos every Friday. That part he knows. Like, he's getting Samoa Joe versus The Rock. That's going up tomorrow. A week from tomorrow, it's gonna be Jerry the King Lawler versus Bret Hitman Hart. Bret Hart, my favorite wrestler of all time, because why not have the greatest wrestler of all time as your favorite wrestler? I actually screwed that up, that last hand, but we won't worry about that, because this is gonna be the last hand here. I just need to do 7 damage. This is gonna do 8. Boom. The thing about me though, when I have weed, I never roll a joint. I'll smoke a joint, like I buy pre-rolls, and if somebody else rolls one, I'll smoke it. But I'm more of the kind of guy that has like a pipe, and I just grind up the weed and then put a little pinch of it into the pipe. And then after that, I'll clean the pipe out. I probably put in enough to have like 1 hit, clean it out, and then I put more green weed in, so that way I never have to deal with the black weed. Yeah, man, it has to be your guy, especially if you're up in Canada. I was in the United States, and by the way, chat, if you have not hit the thumbs up, please do that. Now we're getting into the poison. Now this is what the character's about. Gain 6 block, apply that much poison randomly split among all enemies. Alright, so that's what we're gonna do. Now you get that poison and it starts going to work for you. Yeah, I mean, actually one of the things, I don't know if you're aware of this, after Bret jumped to WCW, Vince McMahon's idea was, okay, it makes sense because he's talented and he's been there at Bret's shoulder the whole time. Owen was going to be like the Canadian hero. They were really going to give the ball with him, and they actually started to, and the reason that it was cut off was because Shawn Michaels said basically he didn't like it. He didn't like the fact that they were getting behind another Hart. He had worked hard. If you remember, not only did he get Brett out of that company, but also Bulldog, Neidhart followed. So he was most of the way there, and Sean did not want to lose his spot. And he didn't want any other person coming in being a main eventer. So that's kind of what happened, and then Owen kind of, you know, he was with Jeff Jarrett in Canadian country. This is going to let me upgrade a card. And let's see. Apply 6 block. Might as well make this poison card. Is it not? Okay. So you see, this is the same thing, except if I upgrade it, something's changed. Gain 6 block. Okay, it doesn't go away. So it'll keep getting shuffled in, so we'll go with that. Yeah, that's the reason I've always disliked Shawn Michaels. One of the 10,000 reasons. Eternal Feather. Okay, for every 5 cards in your deck, heal 3 HP whenever you enter a rest site. So that's a pretty good little bonus there. These are random things that you get as you go along. At the start of each combat, heal 2 HP. That's pretty massive. It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're like me and you don't like to be down health, that's a lot. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. That's cool too. And now I have the choice here. I can either rest and heal for 30% of my max HP, which would be 51 health points, or I'm going to come over here to Smith and I'm going to be able to level up a card. Yeah, that was always kind of the divide with the Clique. The Clique was kind of, they're about money, and Brett's about, like, Brett's just about the sport. Brett wasn't even about the money. That beautiful voice she has. Let me see, what do I want to upgrade here? How much damage is this? 6 damage? That's not that much. 5 block now. Yeah, gain 8 block. That's pretty good. I wasn't... How do I put it? When we think about the Clique, Shawn Michaels obviously a spectacular wrestler. Would have been the most talented person to ever be WWF champion had Bret Hart not had the belt. They're going to do a lot of damage. 5, 10, 15, 18 damage. But this is going to reduce it. So, all enemies lose 6 strength. That's the coolness of this game. So now all of a sudden, instead of 18 damage, they're going to do 0, and now I can fight 5 people. Deal 3 damage. Okay, so who has the least amount of health? He's got an 8. So now he's down to 5. Get rid of this guy. We got 1 point left. Yeah, I know. It's really sad. I mean, the Hearts were really my favorite group of wrestlers, and to think they're all gone. And then even outside of that, you know, you gotta feel bad for Brett, because I know Brett's parents were old, but they're both gone as well. I heard some indie wrestler talk. I wanted to slap this dude. There was some indie wrestler, and he's at some indie event, and like Bret Hart's doing something at the event. He's gonna come out, he's the commissioner for the night or something. And this is in the afternoon before the event. And Bret takes this young independent wrestler aside and decides he's gonna talk to this guy. So you're a young independent wrestler at a small event, and Bret Hart takes you aside to talk to you. And all this guy could say about Bret Hart was like, oh, Bret was kind of like bitter about how he got screwed over by WWE. He actually outed Bret. He's like, Bret, you know, he spent the whole afternoon just smoking weed and he felt kind of down. And I'm like, dude, what kind of dick are you? Like, to even say this about Bret Hart, like, you should feel lucky, first of all. And also, if you knew anything about wrestling, you would know that he's been through so much stuff. Like, I mean, I'd give Bret a hug if Bret wanted a hug. Alright, let's see. They're going to do 10 damage here. I don't think I can fully protect... No, I can. This is 8 block. Beautiful. Yeah, no, we don't mess around when we get on these games. I can't tell you how many days I have spent, you know, playing a lot of this stuff and really fine-tuning it, and that's 13 damage. I've already got 10 block. Let me gain 5 block. Now the incentive is, since since my shield carries over, the incentive really is to get this as high as I can to get the largest number to carry over to my next turn. It's 23. We'll have to discard a card. And then let's see who we're gonna kill. Kill that dude. Down to 2. It was 1 versus 5 a second ago. Now it's 1 on 2. What kind of dog do you have, by the way? And we're gonna finish this off. I've had 4 dogs in my life. When I was a kid, the first dog I had was a gorgeous dog that had like blue fur on the belly. It was half greyhound and half Doberman Pinscher. Pretty much looked like a Doberman. Attack poison. So our poison up here is full, so we can only have 3. So now I'm gonna look to see which one's kind of lame. Draw 3 cards. Yeah, we'll discard that. Let's see here. Oh, Pitbull. Yeah, I knew a lot of people that had pit bulls growing up. Those were like the other dogs that had a bad reputation just because there's a lot of like racism, dog racism towards pit bulls, and also my dog, the Doberman, which is still my favorite breed. I think at some point maybe I'll do a stream of this game and I'll just let chat pick the cards, and we'll see what kind of situations they put me into. Deal 6 damage. Add 3 shivs to your hand. That's a good card, because the shivs are 4 damage. So that's a 12 damage situation. Well, and also the thing about pit bulls is, like, when you look into it, that's not even a breed of dog. Like, sometimes people see a boxer or a different thing and they're like, that's a pit bull. Like, in Florida, you legally can't have pit bulls. And since it's not a breed where they can say that's a pit bull, they have all these weird rules. Like, okay, a pit bull has this many inches, like, between the ears, and it's 1.5 feet between the base of the neck and the end of the tail. And so actually people will come over and measure your dog to see if it's a pit bull, and if it is, they'll take the dog. It looks like they're going to do 12 damage, so let's apply some weak here. Down to 10 damage. I still don't have a shield, so boom. Gain 8 block. And then we will attack them. Yeah, it really is. It's dog breedism. So that was my first dog. The second dog that I had, which I had at the same time as the first dog, was like an Australian, like, sheep herding dog. One of those, like, not a collie, but like, not like a border collie, but like another type of dog that they use for herding sheep. Gain 6 block, next turn 6 block. I'm up to 9, but they're gonna do 12 damage. I need 3 more. Gain the 5 block. I also want to point out with the Doberman, since I had a decent father growing up, we didn't decide to cut the tail off or to like tape the ears up. It was a Doberman that had floppy natural airs. Nothing wrong with having a dog that looks natural and also had a long tail. We weren't going to fight the dog against other dogs, so it didn't need the ears cropped up and a short tail. Alright, so we're going to finish this guy off. Let's see here, I need 6 strength. No one's going to attack me, so I don't need them losing strength. Gain 6 block, add 1 shiv. We're going to hit this man with 4 shivs right now, because that gave us a shiv. This is going to add 3 shivs. And this is the kind of stuff I love doing. Boom. And then we'll hit him with 6 damage, and then that is all she wrote. We don't need the energy. I'm not even exactly sure what the energy does. This card I love. Deal 8 damage, and next turn we get another action point. That is a must-have. We're going to skip this potion because we don't have room for it. And now we go to the store, and this is what we've been saving coins for and getting coins for after these different rounds. 239 coins. And we also have some of these runes that we can get. Every 4th room is a treasure room. That's cool, bro. But let's see what we have over here. Okay, deal 10 damage to all enemies and discard 1 card at random. We will be taking that. Gain 6 block. That's good because it's a 0 card. Yeah, put that in. I remember this waffle was good. Okay, we don't need that. So the boss is when we get up here. So we've got 1 more fight and then we'll be fighting the boss. But this is all just the first stage. So after that, we're going to start at the bottom again. There's going to be different tiers. And then we're going to have to go through that. And I think after you do it 3 times, you fight like the ultimate boss. And also this game, you can turn it off and it saves. So you don't have to do this in 1 sitting. 3 out of 3. So we're going to do this. So we're going to get the extra point next time. That's what that is on the card. This 3 out of 3. Always set yourself up for success. Gain 6 block, next turn gain 6 block. So we're setting ourselves up. That's the most important thing. But we will do a little damage to him in the process. Yep, though, sorry, I just saw that. The Kenta Kobashi style machine gun chops. 16, so we're gonna need 10 blocks. Boom. That's 16. This is gonna be 6 damage. That's 4, so we'll do this. This was the first song that always came on when I was at work in the flower shop. This is called On the Radio. So every time I hear this song, I think about this is, you know, when the lights came on and we started working. This was always the first CD I put in. This always came on, always kicked it off. This is actually the first track on the CD. And we started in the middle of it, so now it looped back over. Let's see here. We don't have any kind of block. Alright. Seven damage. That's alright. That worked out. And after a while, because you start putting combos together. See, this guy splits. So that's going to be a problem. These guys do weird stuff. We just got this card. It's 0 points to use it. We're going to get 6 block from it. We will apply the poison now, so you'll get to see what this does. So now basically this green that is on their health bar, that much health is going to go away from them every turn, and I can stack the poison. So if I put the pointer down here under a guy, it tells me like the buffs and also the debuffs that he has. Gain that block. So now watch. So yeah, you can stack poison and that poison will go to work for you. And it even takes away their health behind a shield. So even if they have some hit points on the shield, it's still gonna go. This is a perfect example. I already have 10 block. This guy's only gonna hit me for 7. So I'm gonna hit him with some more poison. So now we've doubled up on that. We got the boss fight coming up after this, so I know you probably rolled up the joint and you've just got a joint sitting there. Let's see here. All enemies lose 6 health. Only can do 4 damage. 3 damage, and let's get a block. Block. Up to 14 blocks, so way more than we need. So now even if I do nothing, this guy's gonna die because he's got 2 hit points left, but he's got more poison than that. Gain 6 block. Yeah, to be honest with you, you might as well stay because I'm gonna probably end the stream after I fight the boss next. And that will be coming up right now, so I know you wanted to smoke. Next time, maybe just for you, I'm going to do a stream. It's going to start around 4:20 my time, so that'll be, I don't know, you're in Montreal, so I think that's 2 if not 3 hours after. Costs 1 mana. Drop pile. Gain 6 block. Yeah. Setup. Always set yourself up for success. That's a rule of life. It's not about just having success now. It's about doing things so you have success next time. Perfect example, when you go out, and I'm not saying you do this your whole life, but when you have a little extra money, we don't always have extra money. When you have a little extra money, you go out, you tip people. Like, you tip people at places where no one thinks that they should even be tipped. Nobody's gonna complain you tip the guy at McDonald's. And he can use it a lot more than the guy at the 5-star restaurant anyway. Deal 11 damage. No, let me look around here. Where is that? This is the one I want to upgrade. Deal 10 damage to all enemies. Deal 14 damage to all enemies. That's insane. You know, and then also when you tip people and here comes the boss and you go out and somebody starts something, you're gonna see how many people have your back. Because that's the dude that always comes in here. He's respectful. He's a gentleman. He tips everyone. You know, there's different types of people in the world. There's sheep, there's dogs, and there's pigs. And Pink Floyd tried to tell you about this on that album, Animals. And the sheep are the really gullible people who just fall for everything. The dogs are the people you want to be. You gotta be crazy. You gotta have a real need. You gotta sleep on your toes when you're on the street. You gotta be able to pick out the easy meat with your eyes closed. That's how Pink Floyd Dog starts, the most important song ever written. So the dogs are people looking out for themselves, but they're also not abusing other people. Then you've got the pigs. The pigs are these greedy people who just take money, they take women who don't want to be taken. It's Harvey Weinstein. It's all these people. Pigs, sheep, and dogs. You want to be a dog. So let's see here. Deal 8 damage. This is the boss. Let's see what she's gonna do. So she's the storyteller. She just wants you to listen to her story. When the story ends in 10 turns, you'll leave. So this is a little bit different. We just have to last the 10 turns, and she's gonna be throwing all sorts of weird stuff at us. So let's see. I'm gonna try to play this a little bit faster because I know. I suppose if we kill her, then she probably will go away, but I don't know that we're gonna kill her in 10 turns. Well, no, this game isn't free. This would be a great free game, but no, you have to pay for this. But it goes on sale cheap. The forest is winding and wild. I'm trying to read this and I've got like a blanket type thing as a buffer, so it's covering part of the screen. But let's see here. So for sound reasons. She's asking us what kind of enemy do we want to fight. We're going to say something slothful. And everybody's asleep here. Put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. I don't have any good card, but we'll do it, I guess, just to set ourselves up. Oh, yeah. No, I understand what you're saying. That's the free game. I thought you were talking about this game. No, that is some free game for you. And the other thing is, not only is Pink Floyd that's the name of the band. The album is called Animals. It's 4 tracks on there, and it's the greatest album you'll ever hear in your life. And the second song on the album is a song called Dogs. We're gonna skip this. And every song, like, there's one song called Dogs, there's 2 songs called Pigs, and there's a song called Sheep. So every one of those types of people I just told you about, there's a song on that album for them. That's the brilliance of that album. And Pink Floyd Dogs, in my opinion, the greatest song, hands down, ever recorded. It's 17 minutes. And I know you're thinking, well, 17 minutes, that's a long song. I'm gonna get bored. Do me a favor, and you will thank me, and your life will thank me. One of these days, when you get high, you've had some cannabis, go home and you put on Pink Floyd Dogs. And you sit in the dark with your eyes shut and you just listen to this song as the weed's kicking in. So you smoke, you come in, boom, wash your hands, whatever, you grab some water, and then you sit down. Let's bring out the mushrooms. A little mushroom growing out of the rat. And after you've heard that song the first time, just to experience that song and how amazing it is, I want you to start listening to that song regularly. Again, the opening lyrics. You have to be crazy. You have to have a real need. You have to sleep on your toes when you're on the street. Got to be able to pick out the easy meat with your eyes closed. That should be your motto in life. I'm not even sure what turn we're on here, but probably like turn 5. We have so much health, and the thing is, this is the last round where we need health, because once we go to the next area after we defeat this boss, all of our health comes back. So you get to have fun with the boss, which is good, because as you can see, they're about to do 20 damage to me. But at least I have that poison on them working. Yep, Pink Floyd Dogs. That's all you need. And actually, we're going to get the healed 10 HP right now. A floating light emerges from the fog, hovering eerily nearby. A ghost or a spirit. A wisp. See, now this I don't approve of. Hold on here a second. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put on sheep for you right now. I'd put on dogs, but we can't have you listening to dogs right now. So hold on a second. Look at this. We're gonna put on sheep for you. All these songs are different too, so dogs doesn't sound like this. But Donna Summers was done, so. And I'm gonna lay out a little bit so you can hear some of this. And imagine your eyes are shut as you're listening to this with some weed in your system in the dark. Passing your time in the grassland away. Talking about these sheep, these people with blinders on. The dupes. Better watch out. There may be dogs about. Okay, I'm starting to lose a lot of health here, so I am getting a little worried. That's what you get for pretending the danger's not real. God, how many rounds are there in this? I'm getting beat up here. Half my health is gone now. Because there's so many people. Bro, I listen to everything. I'm an old soul. I listen to new stuff. Like, I'll switch up from this, and then the next thing I'll put on will be like the Fugees' The Score from 1995, which I think is maybe my favorite hip-hop album of all time. Wyclef, Lauryn Hill. 2 wounds to your draw pile. And then I'll put on something modern like Sugar Candy Mountain, where people don't even know about that. That's some hippie stuff right there. That's some modern psychedelic music. Save this one. There we go, we finally killed some people. A lot of this music is trying to teach you stuff. Now just listen to this. Imagine you're stoned with your eyes closed and this part comes on. And that's it, we just defeated this boss. Beyond Wrestling. I don't know that I've watched that. I mean, it's possible, but is that like a British organization, maybe? Oh my god. Choose a card and next turn add 3 copies of that card into your hand. That's pretty massive. Huh. But it takes 3. This X basically means as many energy points as we have. Oh, nice, Drew Gala. Actually, you know where I saw that, I think? I think on Peacock they have some of that. Possibly. I would also tell you to check out MLW, Major League Wrestling. That's maybe out of the major promotions, the best promotion in the US right now. This is all one song. This is all about sheep. First card. Let's go with this one. Elites drop 1 additional relic, so I just defeated an elite. And this is now Act 2. So I can start anywhere. I get the choice of where I want to go. And then this will be the boss up here. In any case, we're gonna wrap it up there. I did not see that we would be playing any Pink Floyd on stream. Urbo, please look forward to seeing Fight Night's content when Undisputed drops. He's getting that the first day. Let's see here. Look at your boy, how professional I'm gonna be. An ending screen? And it's that nice, Arachnid? That's gorgeous. I know, I'm thinking the same thing. Fight Night will be posting the Rock versus Samoa Joe match that you watched on Monday on his channel tomorrow. Go over there, please give it a thumbs up so he'll keep having me back over there. And I think since the song's ending, we're gonna get out. What an awesome song to end this with. That music over this outro. But it's ending, so thank you again, and I will catch you next time, my friend. Later. Take the dog out and have the weed. Sheep. Pink Floyd dogs. Go find it later.